The mirror selfie has been around for a long time now. When you scroll through your Instagram or your Facebook feed, chances are you come across at least one every single time. But what if I told you that mirror selfie was a lie? Tracy P and I are getting to the bottom of it in today's TNT Chat. Okay, so here's the scoop. It turns out that some influencers' mirror selfies are actually an illusion. So I just want to explain, we're going to show a video of this because I know, T, you looked at it and you were like, I don't get it. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't get it. And I read through the article. And what it is when you go through Instagram, you'll see somebody and it's usually they're like this, right? And so it looks like they're taking a picture and there's a mirror there and it's usually full body and they look perfect and there's no streaks in the mirror and there's no flecks of dust like all of us have at home, like come on. And the mirror is always in the best possible place with the best lighting. And you're like, how do they do that? Well, we found out because an influencer sort of outed her people, there is no mirror. Instead, people will set up a second camera. So this is essentially a prop. The real camera is set up on a tripod and it's getting a picture of me. There's no mirror there. It just looks like there's a mirror because I'm pretending there's one. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that explains so much. I was very shocked. I had no idea. And then when I thought about it for a little bit, I thought to myself, this totally makes sense. I mean, the whole game, the whole social media game, the whole influencer game is to look as casual as possible. When really, we're all doing the most to get a good picture. Like people in the morning and it's like the shot from above tea and it's like a mug of coffee and a book is open and the beautiful white sheets are scrunched up perfectly and the cat's tail is there. You didn't just wake up in the morning looking like that. Like that was a shoot. I know because I do that stuff. So what I thought about the whole thing was that I'm not mad at influencers for doing that. Being an influencer is a game. Social media is a game, and everyone's pretending that it was totally normal that they were walking down the street and someone came along and took a picture of them. Like, most of us don't have paparazzi following us every day. So some thought went into getting that shot. But social media makes it seem like, no, it's just totally normal. Let's not get bad at the influencers. Let's start thinking twice about what we see on social media and asking those questions of ourselves. And then we can decide if we want to follow or unfollow people based on what we think is too much or whatever. T, what do you think?
I do think that it isn't the onus on the influencer to kind of reveal these types of secrets to everybody. I think the only time that it's being dishonest with people is if you are saying, here's a product and this is what it makes you look like, and you've altered the pictures to get the final result. Then that's a lie. But just standing in front of something, creating an illusion that you are in front of a mirror, so what? I don't have to tell everybody I'm doing that. Or if I take out a pimple, which I do all the time, I'll take out pimples off my face. I don't have to tell you guys that, though. I tell you because I just do, but I don't feel people owe you that. Like, I'm not here to say I'm using a pimple cream and then removing the pimple. That would be dishonest. But if I'm taking a cute selfie and then I'm like, oh, that pimple ruins the shot, I take it out. I don't feel I have to tell everybody that. I think that we need to move towards being more honest, but at the same time, Tracy, do you think we really do want to see the rawness, the honesty of everybody's life? Do we really want to see that? Or do we sometimes like to see the glamorous picture, you walking in the street with a fantastic outfit on? Do we really want to see what we're all wearing day to day and, without curating it? I'm kind of on the fence about that. I don't know if we want to really see that. We say we do. Do you think we really want to see it, Tracy?
I don't know. I think a little mixed. Like, I like seeing some cellulite and some stretch marks, and I like seeing like big bellies and bums that jiggle. Like, I actually like seeing that. I feel like we need to normalize more of that, and I don't mind seeing people's real faces. But I also want to see the stuff that is, you know, traditionally considered very like slick and polished and pretty. So I like all of it. I want all of it. I like my face fully glam, and I like my face with not a stitch of makeup and no filter, but I want all of it, you know? And I think that when it comes to honesty, you make a good point there. You don't want to be pushing a product that isn't actually doing anything that you say it is doing in the post. And that's where I think the line shouldn't be crossed. But if it's a cute picture, I just think everyone needs to be aware. And I'm trying to like teach my kids this, like, it's a lot of fakeness. Like, it's a lot of fakeness. You weren't in that position doing that pose for anything other than putting this post up into the ether. And that's okay. That's what social media is.
Even think about outfits. Like, think about how we contort ourselves into these positions so the outfit looks the best, right? Like, you're in pain and you're like, this hurts, and you're like, if it hurts, it looks good, right? But we don't walk around like that. Like, everything's hanging and jiggling, and like, we don't really take the picture that way, though. We all do that. We curate. We want to show our best. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, I'm okay with everything being a little bit of like a smoke and mirrors. I'm just not okay about, like I said, like falsely advertising something. But if you're just having fun and you're like, you know, you take some, like I said, blemishes away, or you give yourself a filter, doesn't bother me. You don't owe anybody any explanations. You want to look cute, you want to present yourself the best way you want to, or you want to give yourself a really cute mirror picture, go ahead and do it, and I don't feel the need to explain it to anybody.
That's right. Do it if it makes you feel good. If people knew how many pictures T and I, when we were allowed to be together, took pictures in the back alley. We're trying to dodge garbage. We're trying to get like a cute background. We're out there in our outfits. It's freezing cold. Like, this isn't real stuff, guys. We wouldn't be there unless we needed that cute pic to put up there to either say thank you to our clothing sponsors, or maybe we just feel like we look cute that day and we want to put out some content. So that's all right. That's all right. We're allowed to do that. And you just need to know when you get onto social media that, you know, it's not necessarily going to be real, and that's okay.